Africa will rise. When our leaders unite, they sit in different palaces, they wear different colors, they speak different languages, but they all say they love Africa. Presidents, ministers, governors, parliamentarians from Senegal to Somalia, from Morocco to Mozambique. Our leaders, our voices, but how often do they speak the same language? The language of unity. For too long, we have watched Africa bleed, not from the hands of strangers, but from the division of its own children. Wars started by ego, borders created by fear, policies designed for power, not for people. What if just once we chose solidarity over separation? What if African politicians stood not as enemies, but as brothers, not as tribes, but as one people, not as competitors, but as co-builders of a legacy? Let's be honest, no single African country can challenge the world alone, not economically, not politically, not militarily, but united, we become unstoppable. Europe has the European Union. America has 50 United States. Asia is rising together. And Africa still fights itself. We argue over languages while children starve. We debate who should lead while schools have no roofs. We insult each other on TV while our youth die in the Mediterranean. Why? Because too many politicians care more about their next election than the next generation. But this must end. It is time for a new kind of leader, a Pan-African politician, a servant, not a king, a builder, not a destroyer, a man or woman who can shake hands across borders and mean it. Imagine this: African presidents forming economic unions, not just on paper, but in real action. Ministers of health from 10 countries building one mega African pharmaceutical center. Education ministers standardizing diplomas across the continent, so a child from Ghana can work in Kenya without barriers. Security forces trained not to fight neighbors, but to protect each other from real threats. Terrorism, famine, corruption. Is it a dream? Number. It is a choice. The choice to stop hiding behind history. Start creating a new one. The world won't wait for Africa, and our youth are losing patience. If our leaders don't unite, the people will rise, not with violence, but with vision, with votes, with voices, with values. We don't need perfect leaders. We need honest ones. We don't need strong men. We need strong systems. We don't need new flags. We need one direction, because poverty has no tribe, unemployment has no religion, and pain speaks only one language. So let our politics be a tool, not a weapon. Let our borders be bridges, not barriers. Let our leadership be legacy, not just luxury. To every African politician listening today, you have power, you have position, but will you have the courage to stand for unity? Your name will not live forever because of how long you ruled. It will live because of what you built and who you built it with. Africa does not need more rulers. It needs visionary servants walking hand in hand, because in the end we rise together or not at all. This is MH International, and we believe in a united Africa. If you believe the future is bigger than the past, if you believe in purpose over politics, then subscribe and share this message. Together we build, divided we break. The choice is ours.